Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced, instructor here at Greco Financial Trading, and you're listening to another episode of Mastering Financial Exams. And today what I want to talk about is call features. So when it comes to a bond, there are several features that allow a bond to get paid before maturity. This refers to it being tendered, called, redeemed. These are all terms for the bond being essentially paid off before its maturity date, which means it's getting paid back at least its par value, its principal value back. Now, generally, most bonds will have, if they have a call feature, will have a call schedule. So this will actually say, within this period of time, the company, the issuer, can pay you back the par value or the par value plus some extra money called the call premium and take the bond away from you. Now, oftentimes, investors don't want to be called because the only reason issuers call the bond is because interest rates have gone down. Which means that if I'm an investor and I get called by the issuer, more than likely when I take the money that I just got back and reinvest it, I'm going to be getting a lower interest rate, which, it sucks. So a call feature is a bad thing for the investor. And because of this, more risk, more reward, bonds with call features generally have higher rates than bonds without call features. Call features also act as a ceiling to the market price. So if a bond's callable, let's say 102, 102% of 1,000, then, which is 1,020, no one will pay you more than 1,020. So basically that 102 is a ceiling to how high the market price of the bond will go. So that's a call feature. But some bonds also have put features, which are the opposite. Instead of the issuer taking the bond away from you, you can force the bond back to the issuer. Say, hey, take this bond back, give me back my $1,000. And the reason you would want to use that is because interest rates go up. Because when interest rates go up, bond prices go down. So instead of taking and selling your bond in the market for a lower price, like 98% of 1,000 or 980, instead, you use a put feature and give the bond back to the issuer for $1,000. This has the opposite effect, where it's a good thing. So generally, these have lower yields than bonds without put features, and acts as a floor to the market price. Some bonds have a sinking fund, which is just basically a amount of money that the issuer has to put away each year that can later be used to pay off the bonds. But it's an obligation; they have to put that money away each year. And if interest rates go down, they can use this money to what's called refund the bonds, which means they'll issue new bonds, raise money by issuing new bonds at a lower rate, and then pay off the older bonds with a higher rate. Problem is, if the bond is still subject to call protection, meaning they cannot be called, then what happens is that they'll do what's called pre-refunding, where they'll still raise the money at a lower rate, but instead of paying off the old bond, they put the money in a bank account and an escrow account to be used to pay off the old bonds once call protection's over. So those old bonds will still exist for a period of time, which is why it's referred to as pre-refunded. So these are the different types of call features. Well, I'll see you guys on the next episode. If you guys enjoy these episodes, please go look into Greco.com and learn more about our products. Go to Greco.com to see some demos. And subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, and I'll see you guys next time.